Hello, my name is Ashley Bennett. I am a Senior Delivery Associate at Spalding Ridge, and today I'm going to walk you through the solution for week 32 of Workout Wednesday for Sigma. In this challenge, we're going to explore a new action made available in Sigma recently. Let's get started. Okay, first, we're going to add our new data, and it's under the Retail Plugs Electronics and Hands-on Lab data. You'll note that there are multiple metrics defined in the Workout Wednesday instance. And I'm going to go ahead and filter this by date just to make it a little bit more manageable for our visualization. The keyboard shortcut for this is Shift F, or you can click on the caret or right click and use the menu. Either works. I'm going to just change this to the current year to give us a little bit of data to play with. Great. Now I want to create my first child visualization. And I do want a bar chart. I want it to be horizontal and I want no stacking. Then I want to select date for my y-axis. It will automatically truncate to day, but I want to truncate to month. And then I also want to format this to month year. Now, under x-axis, I want to add all of my metrics. I like to do revenue first, but that's just me. And then we want to remove all of these from the tooltip because we're going to add some formatting that we don't want to show in the tooltip, but we do want to show on the x-axis. So we're going to select all of them. I just did that by a shift click. And now I want to format to SI units, but I also want to have that $sign in front. And I find that to be the easiest shortcut because I can never remember what the SI unit format string is. And now that looks good. Our our x-axis is formatted to be very small and easily read. And now under color, I want to explicitly define colors for each of our metrics. And this is because automatic coloring will apply to only, will apply based on the order of the metrics selected, as opposed to keeping it consistent by which metrics are selected. And we are giving the users the opportunity to select various metrics. So we always want revenue to stay blue and profit to stay green, for example. This is just a little bit more consistent for the user. And then finally, on this bar graph, I want to add all of my metrics to the tooltip and then give them new names. To get rid of this one, I usually just add total in front. And now I'm ready to create a new table as a child table off of our base table. I am going to give it a new name because it will be easier to differentiate between the base and what will be the visible table. And I do want to add a grouping. As with our bar graph, it automatically truncates to day. We're going to change that to month and format to month year. We also want to add all of our calculations or all of our metrics under calculations and keep the names exactly as they are. And now we also want to hide any columns that the user will not find beneficial or meaningful. So I'm going to use Shift H to hide, or you can right click. And I just want to hide the keys and JSON and the longitude and latitude. Great. Now, note that this table here looks kind of similar to the focus mode on our bar graph, which is great. We're going to use this as a sales detail that or as a drill in that the user can dynamically choose what columns they want later. So now we're ready to create our controls so the users can do just that. First, we're going to create a new list values control. We want to call this selected metrics. And we do want a text value. We do not need display values because it's going to be exactly the same. We want revenue, COGS, and profit. And then we want to allow multiple selection, but we don't need anything else. And then we want to go into our actions, and we want to add a new action. We want to modify an element we want to modify the bar graph first. Let's show columns with names matching control values. This is the new action that Sigma recently added. It makes it very easy to select which columns show in both a visualization or a table. And now we want to duplicate this so we can also do the same thing in our sales detail table. That's super easy. Now let's create one more list values control. We're going to call this selected columns. And again, no display values. For the sake of time, I'm just going to add a few. Order number. There are quite a few in this table, so I'm just going to add the first several for time. Let's allow multiple selection, but uncheck the others. And now let's add an action. And we want, again, to modify just the table and show columns with names matching control values. Awesome. So now when you select revenue, or you want to see what makes up revenue, COGS and profit, looks great. And let's test our other one. We just want to show the order name. I'm going to hide all of the columns that we didn't add as well. Clear. Yes. Look at that. Perfect. It's behaving exactly as we'd like. And I also want to go into my bar graph, and I'm going to add a more meaningful title here. I'm going to use dynamic text. And equals. And then I'm going to paste in this function here. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the size of our selected metrics control array. And if there is value in that array, then we're going to join all of the values with a comma. Otherwise, we're going to use the default value of sales metrics. And now I want to just add over time to the end to make it a little bit more descriptive. And Now all I need to do is convert our date filter up here. We're going to convert this to a page control and move this to a new page, as well as all of our elements that we created. Move this to a new page. I'm going to call the original page data, and we're going to hide it because that is best practice in Sigma. And now I'm going to arrange all of our elements so it looks like a pretty little dashboard. And let's give it a title. I like medium heading. We're just going to call this sales metrics over time. We can go ahead and make this a little bigger, and that's it. Wasn't that easy? I'll see you next time for more Sigma challenges.